It's Hilly and Hart.
Welcome home, Artemis. The Artemis II crew return to Earth tomorrow.
Yeah, how crazy.
Splash down the Pacific. What a hugely successful... You know what's it's crazy, though? Their last, I guess, big thing they have to do is return in a fiery ball to Earth, which is like 20... I think they're going like 24,000 miles an hour when they're doing that.
Man.
Isn't that nuts?
It really is. Now, Kevin, neither you nor myself are astronauts.
No.
Of course, you have to be incredibly intelligent and pretty fit.
And fit, yeah.
To be an astronaut.
A big part of it, right?
But if for whatever reason, NASA came to you and I and said, hey, we're going to launch you all into space for 10 days. Mm-hmm. Would you want to go?
I would do it. Oh, yeah.
Me too.
For sure, man.
I think it'd be incredible.
What an adventure.
What an incredible opportunity.
I'd have to tell my wife I was just, going shopping or something. That's all.
Oh, for 10 days?
Yeah, well, I got a lot of stuff to get, hon, okay? But,
yeah, my husband, he'd be like, no. Because anytime I want to do anything that has any tinge of danger to it,
right.
He tries to put the kibosh on it. So I guess we both just say, we're shopping.
And I don't know about these astronauts, like who's married and who's single or what, but if they have anybody waiting at home for them. But I would imagine they've probably grown up in that life. So to them, it's like some people who would say, I would never fly. Nope, no way. You can't get me up in an airplane. Where, we've done it plenty of times.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Well, once you've done it, it's like, no. I'm telling you, man, this is not the scary experience you're thinking of. So probably space travel would kind of be, granted, there are a lot bigger dangers in space travel than just jumping on a 727, but still.
And not that I'd want to be the difficult astronaut.
Oh, here we go.
But I would have one request for NASA.
Yes.
One, I'd want them to check and triple check that our toilet was in functioning order.
Yeah.
And two,
that was an issue.
And two,
yes,
I want them to come up with a way to vacuum out your noxious gas.
So I know that. That's the one thing you're gonna be in an enclosed capsule with me. And you know what happens.
Well, you know what? I already have to deal with it on Earth. I don't want to deal with your space toots.
Space Toots.
Exactly.
That would make a great name for a band. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Space Toots.
You can buy that name from me for $50.
It's Hilly and Hart.
So March was not kind to the Hart household. It kicked off with the husband re-injuring his knee. The one he had surgery on last year. So now we go through the whole,
You're starting from square one again.
We are with workers' comp.
Worst,
and
man.
anybody that's dealt with workers' comp, it's just a very slow, tedious process.
Just the bureaucratic part of that. It will make you pull your hair out. Yeah.
I mean, you have to wait to see where they're going to send you to see their doctors, so on and so forth. We can't just go anywhere we want. Because if it was up to me, this would have been taken care of already, but we got to wait almost another week and a half before we can see a doctor.
Right.
Okay, so there was that, and then I had the whole root canal drama. Then I got sick. So March was just... That was like the worst month ever.
Big mess. Yeah.
All right. So the husband, after he got injured, of course, we do the old self-soothing of eating all the comfort foods. And then he's like, my pants are starting to get tight.
Hey, we're out of comfort foods.
Exactly. So he's decided to go back to his old carnivore diet.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So he does this anytime he packs on a few pounds. He decides, all right, I'm going to just eat meat. Basically, it's just protein.
Which sounds really appealing, by the way. I got to tell you.
No, it really doesn't. Okay. So keep in mind, he's been doing this diet for 2 days. And I'll come home and I'll be like, what'd you have? He'll be like, hot dogs with a bunch of cheese. Ew. Or the other night, what is that smell? I just had hot dogs and eggs.
Hot dogs are a big part of this, I see.
Well, that's just it. It's supposed to be like grass-fed protein. It's supposed to be like very clean protein. And he goes and buys hot dogs.
Could be grass-fed hot dogs. Is that a thing?
I don't know. But all this just to tell you, after 2 days, he's like, I've lost 4 pounds.
Wow.
Meanwhile, I've been dieting for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I've barely lost 5. In fact, last week alone, I lost a whopping 0.3 pounds.
Wow.
And I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
Did you say 0.3?
0.3, not even a half a pound.
How do you even measure 0.3 pounds?
Apparently my scale does.
Has a digital
Yeah.
point on it? Wow.
Yeah.
Yours is very accurate.
So keep in mind, I've been eating like all the fruits and all the veggies, along with some lean protein.
Meanwhile, he loses 4 pounds on hot dogs.
Meanwhile, he's eating
like
garbage food and dropping the LBs like crazy.
You're like, it's so unfair.
It really is unfair.
It's Hilly and Hart.
We all know walking is really good for you. And it also counts as your cardiovascular activity.
Yeah, they're always saying walk. Walk is good for your health. Do some walking, et cetera, et cetera.
That's right. So in case you don't remember, they say we should get about 150 minutes of cardiovascular activity a week.
Okay.
And then at least 2 days where you're throwing some strength training in on that, okay? Well, it turns out walking alone, if that's your jam, that may not be enough to meet your fitness guidelines.
Oh, now they're putting rules on it.
Well, they're just saying make sure that you're also staying strong, too. Add a little bit of weightlifting in there.
Oh, okay. I thought when the show sheet said walking alone, I thought it meant like walking by yourself. In other words, like you got to have somebody walking with you. I go, wow, how does that matter?
Well, Kevin, one, you should never walk alone because you're a little directionally challenged.
Because of the dangers present? Is
halfway through, you'll be like, where was I going? Where am I?
Walking alone.
This tree looks like all the others.